save me some.
Hello, my friends. How you doing? I am doing well today. Yes, I'm doing well. I had a good night last night. I had a good night last night. The wife has a tendency of winning tickets to concerts, concert tickets. She wins concert tickets all the time, not scratch tickets. I wish it was scratch tickets. I wish it was like scratching like thousands of dollars, but no, she wins tickets to concerts of people that we probably should have went to go see about, I don't know, 30 years ago. Okay, so it's just a strange thing, but I guess the radio station that she listens to, which I get it, We're getting older. I remember when I was a little tyke, and I would listen to B101, the oldies channel. They would play the Beatles, and they would play some Simon and Garfunkel, and they would play some Bob Dylan. You know, that was the oldie station nowadays. But I guess as I'm getting older, the oldie station is now consisting of Ozzy Osbourne and the groups that I listened to when I was a kid. So something's gone wrong. So I don't know if they're gonna come up with an oldies station so I can still listen to my Beatles and my Bee Gees and stuff like that. I'm not sure, but there's something very odd with what's going on here, because I don't consider, even though Ozzy is older, I still don't consider Ozzy as being older. Is that I don't know. Is this a me thing? Is AC/DC now oldies music? Is that a thing now? I don't know. I'm losing. Before you know it, is Metallica oldies now? I'm not sure. Okay, but for some reason she ends up winning tickets for these concerts of groups that we have not, like, we probably should have saw 30 years ago, whatever, because that's probably when they would have been in their prime. And now we're at the concerts, and we're going to see these concerts, and literally we've been to the last 3 concerts we went to go see. Now, and I went to go see Roger Waters. Now, granted, I seen Pink Floyd already a couple times, and I did not see them with Roger Waters, so I wanted to see them with Roger Waters. I wanted to see Roger Waters. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to hear him singing "Comfortably Numb" in the Pink Floyd classics and stuff, "Money" and stuff, all the stuff that I wanted to hear him sing. That I seen David Gilmour sing live a couple times, but he's getting older. But he still put on an amazing show, and I was extremely happy. Okay, so here we go on to the next concert. Now, we paid for those concert tickets. We bought those concert tickets before the pandemic, and they were holding them for us. I paid quite a bit of money for them too, and they were holding them for us. They were like, "Oh, when this thing all lifts, then we're gonna let you go to the concert." And I finally got to go see Roger Waters, and I was completely satisfied with the show. I thought it was an amazing show, but my wife goes and she wins tickets. The next ticket she wins is for Chicago and Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys. Okay, now listen, I'm not trying to be insensitive. I'm not trying to be insensitive, but with Brian Wilson, they literally brought him out in a walker, put him behind the piano, and I'm not really sure he knew exactly where he was. Okay, they had a backup singer on the side of him, and he did most of the singing while Brian sat behind the piano. I don't even know if he was really playing the piano. Now, if you watch, you could actually go to YouTube videos and watch Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys 2022 concert, whatever, and you could judge for yourself. But I was like, no, I get it. Listen, people get older. But maybe there's a time to kind of throw in the towel. I'm not sure. But I was sitting there, and then the next group was Chicago, and I'm like, Chicago put on a great show, but I'm like, wow, like I must be something's gone wrong in the time space continuum. Okay, because I'm getting older. Something's going on. So she won tickets to go see the B-52s. This was her tickets that she won recently, and I'm like, yeah. I mean, nothing wrong with you Love Shack baby lovers, okay, and your Rock Lobsters and your all around the world. Hey, nothing wrong with that. But I'm not a big B-52s fan. To me, B-52s was like, they had that one big Love Shack hit or whatever, and then they got a lot of odds. I noticed a lot of odd songs about, like, Martians and aliens and stuff like that. But nothing against the band. I enjoyed watching them, and I like to put that in my my what's that thing that I put things in my not Ontario or criteria, not criteria, the people I've seen live, okay? I like to see a lot of live people and like to say, hey, I saw them. So now I can finally put it in the books and say, hey, I saw the B-52s. But the opening group, so my wife says, I want to take us to the B-52s. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, oh, all right. They're free. It's a night out. That's what she says to me all the time when she wins these tickets. It's free. It's a night out. I'm like, okay, but it's never free because then you got to usually pay for parking, or you got to usually pay for food, or you usually got to pay for something to drink, or you got to pay. I think it wasn't really that bad because we didn't have to pay for parking, but it did cost me, I think it was like maybe $20 or so in popcorn and soda, and that was it. And then on the way out, it was at a casino, so she was like, on the way out, I'm like, we're at a casino, and I've never been here before. Let's go, and I'll put $20 in the machine. You go, and I'll watch you put $20 in the machine because I don't like to do that stuff. So we did, and of course we went home without. She went home with $1 and a ticket that I guess she could have cashed in for 10 cents. So, but the opening act was KC and the Sunshine Band. Now, right away when she said B-52s, I'm like, do they have an opening act? Is there something that I'm gonna look forward to? Because when she said it was Chicago, I know I like Chicago, but I was like, I know that they don't have Peter Cetera in Chicago anymore, so I wasn't gonna hear that awesome Karate Kid Part 3 song there, like a knight in shining armor from a long time ago. Yeah, that was terrible. I'm sorry. It's early. I knew I wasn't gonna hear that song, but I knew that I was gonna hear a couple of songs that I really, really love from Chicago. But and I'd be perfectly honest with you, the backup singer guy for Brian Wilson was really, really good. But it was almost like going to see like a Beach Boys cover band. So I'm like, is there an opening act to the B-52s? And she's like, I don't think so. Why would there be an opening act? It's being played at a casino. There's usually not open acts at a casino. I'm like, yeah, there's open acts at a casino. We went to go see Boys II Men. There was an opening act. Went to go see there was another group we went to go see. I can't remember what it was, but we went to go see it. There was an opening act. I said, there's probably an opening act. Let me go check it out. So yes, it's KC and the Sunshine Band. So I'm like, yes. I'm like, she's like, what? I don't even know who that is. She heard of them, but she didn't know the songs from them. So I'm like, I'm reading through the songs. I'm like, Boogie Shoes. I'm like, the song from the Jeffrey Dahmer one there. Girl, I love you so. I just want you to know that I'm gonna be your love. That song. Listen. And I'm so now I'm a little excited. I'm like, yes, KC and the Sunshine Band's gonna be there, and I like all these songs. I like the Boogie Shoes there. I like the shake your booty, and that's the way. I like it. I like that stuff. I'm down with it, right? So we drive for hours to get to this place. Number one, hours literally took hours to get there. We get into the parking garage. We got a parking spot right away. Surprisingly, we got a parking spot right away, and then we go into the show. And then we get our popcorn and we get our drinks. We sit down in our seats, and I look around. That's what I do. I always look around. Because that's just my craziness. Where I always look around. I want to see my surroundings. I want to see where all the exits are in case something goes on. In case something goes down, and I got to make a quick exit. So I'm always looking around. And I look around. I'm like, the people here, a lot of old people here. And it's funny because they got their B-52 shirts on, and they're dressed like the B-52s. They got their glittery dresses on, but they're all like in their like 60s or so. and I'm like, okay, hey, these people are here to have a good time. They're just here to have a good time. No judgment. You're here to have a good time. So all of a sudden, the lights drop. KC and Sunshine Band comes on. Got these people in front of me, and they're dancing up a storm. The lady apologized to my wife. She's like, I'm just having fun. I'm so sorry. I mean, she's like 60 years old. She's wearing a boa and glittery dress or whatever, and she's just rocking out or whatever. I'm like, hey. My wife's like, you have a good time. You go. You do. You're not bothering me. Don't you have a good time. So, I mean, they're considerate old people, but I'll tell you, they're bombed. I mean, drunk out of their skull. Now, I guess B-52s fans are drinkers. I mean, these people were drunk as a skunk. I mean, we're talking, the guy right on me was hammered. The people on the left of us was hammered. They came in with their big bottle of beer, and the ones in front of us were doing shots of whatever. Hammered, okay? And, so here comes KC and the Sunshine Band, and they're up there singing their song, and the guy comes out, he's 70 plus years old. I think he said he was like 72 or 73 or whatever, and he's that's the way, I like it. He's like, do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight, and I'm like, get down? I'm like, you if you get down, you ain't gonna get back up. I'm like, what are you talking about? Make a little... it was like a commercial for Viagra. It was crazy. This guy was, and he's funny because he's like very overweight now. If you go look up Casey and Sunshine Band back in like the 70s, and you look up the Casey and the Sunshine Band from 2022, he's heavy now. So he's funny because he comes out and he goes, if you haven't noticed, I put on some weight. I'm actually thinking about changing my name of the group from Casey and the Sunshine Band to KFC and the Sunshine Band. He goes, but enough of that. Let's begin the show. And he's up there dancing. But the funny thing is I'm a younger guy, and I'm envious of his dance moves. I'm like, I can't dance like this guy. This guy's like 70-something years old, and he's up there cutting a rug with these young girls and everything like that. They're shaking their booty and putting on their boogie shoes. Na 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 na, my boogie shoes. And listen, but it was a night out. It was a night out. It was a late night out. Yeah. So I got up early this morning. The wife had to go to work. And the kids, they went to school and their jobs and everything. And I'm like, I'm gonna record today because I got some packages to open up. But I want to tell you a little bit about my extravaganza last night, okay? Because it was something different. It was something different. But I told I leaned over to my wife. I said, listen, next concert we go see, we got to see somebody young. We got to go see somebody young. And she looks at me, she's like, a Machine Gun Kelly? I'm like, I'd like to go see Post Malone, but he fell in the stage, and broke his ribs. I'm like, well, can't go see him right away or whatever. I wanted to go see Billie Eilish, but I didn't really care for her new album, so I was like, I'm not going to go see. But I said, well, maybe we need to go see somebody young. I always wanted to see Phil Collins. But then I watched on YouTube one of his Phil Collins concerts of right now, and he performs all from a chair. It's kind of like last time I went to go see Weird Al. He performed sitting in a chair the whole time. I was watching, I've seen Tenacious D with Jack Black, and even, he's getting old. You know what I mean? It's like everybody's getting old. So this is my public service announcement for today. People need to enjoy every moment. I mean, enjoy every moment. Like tomorrow is the last day. What was it? Want to party like it's 1999? I don't know. One of these things, like you got to enjoy every moment. Like this is your last one. Whatever it is, because I'll tell you, people be getting old. I mean, I be getting old. Well, now am I quoting Landslide songs now? I'm getting older too. Yeah. Listen. We need to pause a little bit and start enjoying a little bit of life, because life is going by way too fast, man. When the KC and the Sunshine Band be up there dancing like that, 70-something years old, and Brian Wilson coming out in a walker, I'm getting old. We all getting old, okay? When Ozzy's on the oldies station, okay, singing "Back at the Moon," okay, come on, Back in Black. I mean, AC/DC's on the oldies station. What Kiss on the oldie station? What have I done wrong? Where has the time gone? Okay, something is gone wrong. I need Doc Brown to show up here in that dang time machine so I can go either back or forward in time and figure out what I need to do in my life, because something not right.
Great Scott!
All right. With that said, I got some stuff. I got one thing I opened up because it was making a weird noise. It was making that, and I wanted to open up in front of you guys, but I was like, it's rattling, it's shaking, and I don't know what the heck the deal is here. So let's see. I got I got 3 packages here today. Three packages to open up for you today, and well, two to open up and one to show you. And then these movies of memory. So I'm gonna tell you what's going on. I'm trying to make this as quick as possible. I've already got into this whole opening thing with telling you about my last night. I'm gonna try to work on cutting down my big old conversations with you guys, because for some reason, I guess a couple of my subscribers have some TikTok attention spans, and they anything past 15 minutes they be getting really confused, and they're looking at me like, wow, what's this guy? I mean I guess I watch myself. Okay, I watch myself on YouTube. I find myself to be extremely charismatic and funny. Yeah, that's me. Okay, I make myself laugh sometimes. I'm like, if I can make myself laugh, I must be making somebody else laugh. But then I'm like, maybe 30 minutes or half an hour, 45 minutes of me, maybe a bit too much. I don't know. Maybe I'm more of a stand-up comedian. 15-minute, 20-minute set kind of guy instead of a 2-hour special on HBO. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. You comment below. You tell. I'm sure my friend Ken is gonna have plenty to say in the comments below. Yeah, you talk too much. Shut up and show us the videos, because he's lovely that way. He's a lovely dude. Okay, and he always has some lovely comments to put on the bottom there to make me feel very, very exciting. Now I know it's all a lot of fun. I know you play. Did I say it 3 times? Twice? I don't know. I'm getting old, I guess. I don't know. I'm like, Ozzy, I didn't know you play. What happened? I don't know what happened there. Comment below. Tell me what I'm doing right or wrong. Hit the subscribe button. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. That's what. No. Hit that subscribe button right now. Okay. All right. First thing I picked up, and it was making. Now, funny because it's not making much of a sound now. But you hear that? That was making me nervous. Now, it's either the disc just spinning inside there, but maybe I shouldn't have did what I just did there. But this is a drama 4-in-1 collection. Now, what I did not realize about this, now I bought this. It's funny because the only way that you can get the movie Perfect with John Travolta is in this 4 Blu-ray set. Now, you can get it on DVD, you can get it on VHS, but the only way to get it on Blu-ray is in this set. They do not sell the movie Perfect by itself. Okay, so I was like, okay, so I guess in order for me to get the movie Perfect, I gotta get these other 3 movies. So it comes with a movie called Basic, Lonely Hearts, Lonely Hearts something I can't read. Wait a minute, so it's bigger back here. Lonely Hearts, no, that's it. Okay, all right, and a love song for Bobby Long and Perfect, okay, which are all John Travolta movies. Am I on a John Travolta kick? Not really, but TikTok's been showing a lot of the pickpock TikTok. A lot of Perfect like videos of John Travolta dancing and Jamie Lee Curtis dancing. And I gotta throw it out there with Jamie Lee Curtis doing the new Halloween Ends movie and everything like that. I've been noticing she be getting a little bit old too. And I wanted to see me a little bit of young Jamie Lee Curtis. I gotta be honest with you, when I was a little young in there, if you've ever seen Trading Places, okay, I had a little bit of a Jamie Lee Curtis thing, okay? And when she did Perfect, and she was, that was the back of the aerobics days or whatever, a little bit of a Jamie Lee Curtis thing. Now, you might find that to be strange. I just found, especially when she does that dance in True Lies, I gotta tell you, as a youngin, that was a big moment for me. I was a little happy, okay, a little excited. So I wanted to pick up Perfect with John Travolta and Jamie Lee Curtis to see her in her younger days, okay? Because I've been watching a lot of interviews from Halloween Ends, and I've been watching a lot of previews of Halloween Ends, which I can't wait to see. And I personally have always been a Jamie Lee Curtis fan, even forget the Halloween stuff. I love her in Halloween, but in her like solo things that she's done, I just really enjoyed them. I don't know, the one where she switches places with the daughter and everything like that. I'm gonna look over there and I ain't gonna see it. The Disney movie, that shit, Freaky Friday. I like that too. And my wife's a big Christmas with the Cranks fan. Not a big fan of Christmas with the Cranks, but I think that's because I have a little bit of a Tim Allen issue. Okay, I'm not a big Tim Allen fan, okay? I don't know why. I just don't. I like the Santa Claus movies, but I think there's something in me that doesn't really appreciate it's his stand up. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's his stand up. I'm not a big that guy there, the Home Improvement guy. I've never been a Home Improvement fixer upper guy and everything. Didn't really understand the Home Improvement show. It didn't really make me laugh. It didn't grab me or whatever. So I've never been a big Tim Allen fan. He's all right. I got nothing against him personally, but yeah, if it was between a pick an Eddie Murphy movie or a Tim Allen movie, I'm gonna grab Eddie Murphy. Okay, if it was a Seth Rogen movie or a Tim Allen movie, I'm gonna grab Seth Rogen. That's just the way it is. Maybe you shouldn't be grabbing Seth Rogen. But yeah, it's a four movie set and has Perfect in it. If you've been watching TikTok, you know the scene that they keep playing over and over again. It's John Travolta thrusting and Jamie Lee Curtis thrusting, and I don't even know what the concept of the TikTok is. It's just I watch it and it reminds me that I haven't seen Perfect in a long time. Okay, next package comes from so this is the pack. So that I should open that to see if that thing. Heck with it. I opened it, but I didn't. I opened it to see if the thing was shaking inside, but I didn't open it to see if the thing. Hang on, because I'm gonna watch it. It's not like it's gonna. There's no digital code because this is one of those foreign whatever their Mill Creek job is there. So let's just see. Oh, it's got the. Does it? No, it didn't. I thought it. Okay. Oh yeah, it was. We got a Lucy. We got a Lucy. And Mill Creek gave us a double. So we got 2 movies on one disc, 2 movies on the other disc. I always get worried whether or not there's a compression thing going on there. But if it's a Blu-ray, usually it's the quality's really good. If it's a DVD, that's where I start to have my little compression fear. Matt Tetanus shot. Tetanus. What is Tetanus? Yeah, whatever. From Parklands, Illinois. He sent me this thing. He lives on North Vernon Lane. Good for him. Tetanus. There's another shop in here, metal. And that was a tetanus joke for you people that didn't get it. If I'm getting too old and I'm not giving proper jokes anymore, then it's a copy of Poltergeist on 4K. Yes, it finally came in. Now let me get. I'm gonna go really quick with this, people. Now listen, I love me some Poltergeist. Okay, I gotta tell you, there's some young actresses that just get it right. You know what I mean? Like there's some kid actors and actresses that are just terrible, absolutely terrible. But Heather O'Rourke has to be hands down probably one of my favorite kid actors. Okay, she totally nailed this Poltergeist thing. She when she said they're here, I felt like they were here. Okay, and I feel so bad for the little girl's timely death, because I thought she could have been. She would have been a shining star. She was already a shining star. But I'll tell you, as the future went on, I could only see bigger things for this little girl. She was like a Drew Barrymore. She was just amazing young actress, and her timely passing, that was kind of sad. But I loved her in all three Poltergeists, and I used to enjoy watching Happy Days. I don't know if you remember, she was in Happy Days, and then I think there was a spin-off from Happy Days where it was just Fonzie and his I think it was Fonzie and his wife. They got married, and she played the daughter. I don't know if I might be aging myself again. Here I go again. I'm getting old. Okay, yeah, Happy Days. What are you talking about there? Happy Days. Happiest day I ever saw was the day that I bought myself some new shoes. Listen. Yeah. I watch Happy Days. Okay, I Laverne and Shirley. I'm getting old. Okay, I don't want to hear it no more. But I love this movie. I just love it, and I wanted to get it on 4K because this was part of that. Lost Boys was being released on 4K that week, and this was being released on 4K this week. And I passed on Real Genius was the other one. I passed on this one. Now I passed on it, and then I realized that it's expensive. It's for some reason you can find Lost Boys anywhere. You can go to any Target, Walmart, Best Buy, and find Lost Boys. But Poltergeist, for some reason, I couldn't find it at any of my Targets. I couldn't find it at any of my Walmarts. I couldn't find it at my Best Buys. And when I watched my YouTubers that I watched, the prices for it, when they did find it at Target or Walmart or wherever, actually, it wasn't even available at Target, so that's why I'm lying to you there, because I checked the Target website. It says not available in stores. But Best Buy did have it. And they wanted like almost $30 for this thing. Now I'm like, I ain't paying no $30 for a 4K. I just don't do that. You know what my set price for 4K is. I got $20 in my head for 4Ks. I go as high as $20, and it's like it's between 10 to 15 to 17 or so for the Blu-rays, and then $10 tops for a DVD. So I saw these things going, and they were just disappearing. And then all of a sudden, Amazon started getting a low stock. And then all of a sudden, the flippers on eBay were starting to flip these things for twice as much. They were going for $40. They were going for $50 for this edition. Now, usually they do that with the steel books. You usually go on there, and right now, if you go on eBay and you go look for the steel books, you're probably going to find the steel book there for like maybe $50, $60. But they were flipping these things for like $40, and I was like, what's the problem? What's going on here with the Poltergeist? Why is the price going crazy? Now I already own all the Poltergeists on Blu-ray. Okay, I have the special Digibooker version of the original Poltergeist, and then the rest I have a Scream Factory Part 2 and Part 3, and then I have the remake, which remake was alright. I'm not gonna knock the remake, but I did want to get this on 4. I felt like this was one of these things where it's only gonna go up in value, and I'm going to have a problem getting it. Now, I did order it with. Oh, it did come with a 4K. A 4K. It did come with a digital code. I'm gonna give you the digital code. Okay, here you go. Ready? Here we go. I didn't think it was coming with the digital code, but here's the digital code because I do not do digital codes. Here we go. Hold it up there. Make sure you can see it. I'm gonna hold it really still. We had somebody with an issue the other day. They were like, I couldn't read the digital code. Yeah, that's the digital code right there. And I'm gonna count back 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you can either freeze that. I'm gonna go back slowly as I put it away. So maybe you can get that. I'm sure you probably got the that little cursor thing, the kiosk, the deli kiosk, and it's got the 2 discs in it there. Yeah, enjoy yourself. If you haven't seen Poltergeist yet, I hope you're the one that got the digital code. And I am gonna post on Instagram before this video drops, so that way my subscribers and followers will have a chance to get the digital code. Because I've been getting, listen, just do me a favor. This is the one favor I ask. If you are watching this channel for the first time and you are grabbing the digital code, can you please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button? That's the thank you I am requesting. And stay subscribed. Don't hit the subscribe button. And yeah, I'm subscribed. And then 2 minutes later, I'm like, yeah, I'm up to 751 or whatever. And then 2 minutes later, I'm like, back to 750 again. Why? Stay subscribed. I do this all the time. I post Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays all the time. And then when something big drops, and I give away all my digital codes. So hit that bell. You might be the first one to get it. It's a first come, first serve thing. So I apologize to my friends that did not get it. But that's what I do here. Now, this came with a warning thing over here. It says, this is the first time I've ever seen this thing. Check that out. There was a warning inside. Very quickly it says, warning, this film contains sequences of flashing lights and other visual elements that may cause dizziness or discomfort or triggers seizures in people with photosensitive epilepsy or other photosensitive photosensitivities. Seizures can occur in people without a prior diagnosis of epilepsy. Wow, that's the first time I've ever gotten a warning of seizures in my Blu-ray, and I 4K or whatever. And I do recall there are quite a few scenes that I think that's kind of cool. I'm gonna make sure that stays inside there in the set there, because that's like that's a new little warning for me there. But yeah, I do remember that there's a lot of flashing lights and stuff in Poltergeist. There's a lot of different sequences with the flashing lights. So yeah, I remember. Yeah, we don't want nobody to be seizing up on it. Warning, this film contains, it says right even on the front. Wow, they're really covering themselves. That's the same thing right there. I was always wondering, because I saw a couple of YouTubers open this thing up, and I saw this little sticker on the front. I was like, the sticker's on the front of this, the sticker's on the front of the 4K. I'm like, what is a sticker? Is it telling just like special whatever? But once again, it's a warning for epilepsy or seizures. Wow. Okay. This movie is rated PG. I don't know how they managed that one, because I got to tell you, this movie, I want to say scared the crap out of me. But as a child, yeah, it had a little bit of an impact on me. I don't know. I guess the rating system nowadays is a little bit different than the rating system in the past. So whatever. I guess PG was all right. I mean, nowadays when somebody rips their face off after they're done eating some pork chops, I don't know. But like I said, I'm not a 4K guy, but there's certain movies that I just absolutely love, and I'm actually a big fan of all 3 Poltergeists. I'd have to say 1 being my favorite, and I really enjoyed part 3, the one about the hotel, and part 2. That Kane guy scared the crap out of me, man. That God is in His holy temple. That guy, you know, the old guy with the hat there, the God is in, you are gonna die in there. That guy, yeah, that guy's kind of scared the crap out of me. You know, I walking in the rain with his little pastor hat on there and knocking on the door there. Why did you let me in? And I let you in. Were you crazy? I let you in, and you're gonna scream at me at my front door? Why do these people call the cops? I don't understand why people listen. I watched Poltergeist a whole bunch of times. Okay, a whole bunch of times. Old man comes to your house, okay, little wackadoo there, walking around in the rain, okay, and then he starts screaming out, you're all gonna die in there! I'm dialing 911. That's a threat. You done listen to old Pastor Man with the hat there and with the messed up teeth. You threatened me. You threatened me and my family. You told me we're gonna die in there. I know what you're capable of. I don't know if you have a gang. You could be a gang leader. You could be like a charge. You could be like a mob boss. I don't know who you are, but you're screaming at me and telling me I'm gonna die in the house. You want me to invite you in? I ain't gonna invite you in my. I don't invite family in my house. I want regular family to come in. I ain't gonna let no old rickety man walking up the thing in the pouring rain. It wasn't raining before you showed up. It rained when you showed up over here. Yeah. My little girl's playing on the front lawn, and she's playing with her toys. I gotta run out, grab my child, drag her in the house. I'm gonna invite you in. I dragged her in the house because it was starting to rain, and I was afraid of you. I'm not gonna invite you in my house, and you're gonna yell at me. 911, hello, police emergency. Yes, there's an old crazy man yelling at me, telling me I'm gonna die on my front lawn. You know they should have showed up in time. That guy could not walk that fast. He was walking really slow up that lane. I don't understand why these people did not even. They just look at it like, oh, that's peculiar. I gotta tell you, I love Poltergeist, but the family in the Poltergeist movie is stupid. They stupid people. They invite more people into their house to come and see the mother. The chairs are sliding across the kitchen floor, and the husband comes home. She's like, look at this trick I can do. And she puts the chair slide across the kitchen floor, and she puts her daughter on the floor to slide across the kitchen floor. Listen, if there's stuff sliding across my kitchen floor and the house is not leveled, I get it. But if I'm out of there. I don't understand. That's the only thing I didn't understand. Listen, they didn't live there that long. I know a home is an investment, but you can sell your house. It's time. You gotta move out. If your daughter gets sucked into TV, you gotta leave. You gotta listen, take your TV with you so you can figure it out on the outside. But you gotta get the heck out of the house. There's no way. I'm not staying there. I'm not keeping my kids there. There's a tree attacking your kid. There's a clown attacking your kid, and then there's an old man screaming at you on your front lawn, telling you you're gonna die in there. I don't get it. I don't get. And then they moved to a hotel. That's even better. So these parents were so concerned about their little girl on the TV in part one, okay, and then part two they go through all this mess again. Or whatever. The father drinks the tequila worm or whatever, and then he's like, God is in this holy temple, and he starts freaking me out too, okay. And then he tries to kill the whole family, and then. By part three, they're like, you know what? The little girl might be the problem. This little girl's a problem. I'm gonna go send them to go live with my sister. Stupid people. Listen. Poltergeist is a great movie. I absolutely love it. It's totally entertaining. But me, I'm telling you right now, my house. Listen, like the Amityville Horror, my house starts talking to me. I'm leaving. My house tells me to get out. I'm gonna say, listen, house. Give me, please, like a couple weeks. Let me. I ain't gonna sell the house yet. Just give me a couple weeks. Let me pack my stuff up. Because listen, I invested a lot of time and effort into this house. Okay, so you just let me pack my stuff up, and I'll be more than happy to get the hell out. Okay, I'll go. Okay, if you want, you can help me pack. If you can make chairs fly across the house, you can pack up all my Blu-rays, DVDs, and toys in some bins. Okay, you give me a hand. Give me a hand, house, and I'll be out before you know it. I'll be right out that door. I don't get it. These people be a little bit stupid. Okay, these little stupid. Okay, I don't get it. There was not one cop in any of these poltergeist things. The cops were not alerted that the old man showed up at the house, and then they go and call the little lady there, little short lady there, and say, "Your house is clean." No, the house was a mess. After the I don't wait. Your house is clean. The house was not clean, okay? The bedroom was a mess. That all of the kids' crap got sucked into the closet. The kid got sucked into the closet. Okay, there was stuff everywhere. That house was not clean. The house was a mess. It was a big old mess after they were done. Then you invite your friends with the computers and stuff into the house, and they making a mess of the house too. They ripping their faces off in the bathroom and everything. The house was not clean. The house was a mess, okay? But wow. I went on too long. Sorry. Apologies. I love Poltergeist. I love me some Poltergeist. But realistically, I want you to question yourself. If your house has a poltergeist, if there's ghosts living in your house and they messing with you, what would you do? What would you do? Would you stick around and have a conversation? Keep going and going. Are you really that one of those people? Are you one of those people? Okay, or would you be like, I'm gone. You know what? Real estate. I know it's tough to find a house nowadays, but I'm gonna start searching. Okay, house. Give me a couple of days, and I'll be out of your hair. Okay. Whew. And with that said, my friend, thank you so much for watching my channel once again. Thank you for watching my unboxings. Thank you for hanging in there with me. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. Share! And thank you for the hitting that bell and all that other stuff. I appreciate you. And I hope that your house stays clean. And I will see you later.
You should have saved me some.